Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen, and today I'm going to work on a really quick dessert, and I hope that you find this useful. I'm also going to talk a little bit today about how YouTube works for my side, the creator side of the videos. But anyway, I will gather things up and I will get them over here on the counter, and together we're going to make the quickest dump cake probably that you've ever seen. Anyway, I will be right back after this. Okay, I have a little bowl, a spoon, and my can opener, a box of super moist French vanilla cake mix, a container of whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. It can be any brand, doesn't have to be that one. This is, I think, about an 8 ounce container, 227 grams, so close. And then I have 2 cans of cherry pie filling. Now I looked for strawberry pie filling, but I couldn't find any here locally where we live. Strawberry I think would be delicious with this. So cherry it is today. And then I have a baking dish, which is 9 by 13. And I'm going to give it a spray before we get started, and then I'll just set it aside. And this just helps with cleanup. And I'll set that over here in just a moment. So, I wanted to just, I'm sure that there's lots of you that don't understand how YouTube works for creators and why it is you watch commercials. So anytime a creator makes a video that's 10 minutes or longer, they have the opportunity to turn on monetization, so be paid for it, and they have to have at least 10 minutes of video, and then you get commercials, and we get paid for the number of commercials that are on our page that are being viewed. So any YouTube videos that you see that are less than 10 minutes long, nobody's being paid anything for that. So this is one of those meals, no, this is one of those desserts or videos that I could really make in a lot less time, but I'm trying to shoot to make it 10 minutes because that's what pays me. Now, payment is really small. I get paid, I think it works out to 2 to 3 cents for every commercial that's watched or gone through in my video. And then at the end of the month, if it says that I've made $400, then 40% of that is the fee that I'm charged by YouTube for using their platform. So some of us work hard on our videos, and we hope that you don't mind watching those annoying ads, because it allows us to be able to purchase the food or the items that we need to use to demonstrate what it is we're making. It's a bit of a cost recovery thing. Anyway, I've dumped the 2 cans of cherry pie filling right into the bottom of this dish. And this is going to be a cherry cheesecake dump cake. So now we take our whipped topping. We better get another spoon, one that's a little cleaner maybe. And I'm just going to take little dollops of this. It's this may be the most painstaking part of it. You just want to cover it, and it does take, you know, a couple minutes to do this, just to go over the whole thing and use up this whole container. I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. Actually, I think I just heard it ding, which means it's there. And so that didn't take so much time. I've made this before, and we won't say we devoured it, but we certainly didn't leave it to sit around and go bad. It is very good, and you can see, or you probably know, that if it's going to be in a 9 by 13 pan, it's going to feed quite a few people. So as the dessert pieces go, if you're feeding large appetites, this would probably cut up into 8 servings. If you're trying to stretch it around, it will actually go to 12 servings. You could add to the top to make that go a little further, maybe some ice cream or whipped cream if you chose, but you wouldn't have to. Now I'm going to use this whole container, so I'm going to just keep, although I've covered the whole thing, I'm going to go back in any places that seem kind of scant. I am going to fill them in and get everything set. Now this is in real time, just so that you have an idea how long this takes. I won't be making any cuts to this. I'd love to be able to do recipes for you in real time so that you can see their preparation is not hard. Okay. Now, oops, set that aside. Now I'm just going to reach a cloth, because of course I use my fingers. Get my hand clean. And now I have half a cup of butter. I'm just going to put this in the microwave to melt it. And I'm going to open up this box of cake mix, and this is going to be the crumble topping for our cherry cheesecake. And into the bowl goes cake mix. All these dirty bits here. I hear that beep. I just put it in there for another 5 seconds. Now I'm going to grab a fork. And I am going to dump this half a cup of melted butter into the dry cake mix. And I am going to mix this up really well. This may seem like it's a little too moist, but trust me when I say it's not. I guess it's, well, yeah, I guess it's a true crumble, but it's more like a thick, almost like a cookie dough. And you really need the butter that's in here for flavor. And remember, if you're worried about calories, you should stay away from this altogether. Because, you know, there's quite a bit. Although I did buy a light pie filling. Whoops. 30% less calories and 35% less sugar than regular pie filling. So that should be good. I think I've got it all. Now I'm just going to go around. Let me get you back over here so you can see what's going on. And I'm just going to crumble this all over the top of this. And try and make sure that you're covering most of it, particularly the cream cheese bits, but don't really want to have any of the filling below the crumble. You don't want to have it showing. And one of the things that we enjoyed about this was that we cook this in the oven for 35 minutes, and the cake mix, or the dump part of it, gets quite golden brown, and it's delicious. They get little crunchy bits, so texture. There's a lot of puddings and desserts don't have a lot of texture, they're just kind of soft. It's probably why we add things like graham cracker crusts to cheesecake, because the cheesecake itself is soft, and we want to just have a little difference in the texture. And there you go. That is how long it takes to bring this recipe together. Now it's going to go into a 350-degree preheated oven for 35 minutes. Set a timer because you don't want to overdo this, but I definitely think this is something that you would enjoy cooking. This can be halved. You just need 1 can of pie filling, half of the cream cheese, half of the cake mix. Just measure the cake mix out, the dry mix, and then take half of it and put the other half away for another one. So you can definitely make it in an 8x8 pan. And into the oven this goes, and I'll bring you back when it's ready. Well, here we go. This got a little browner than I intended, but I know that it's going to be delicious. I had somebody drop in and I didn't hear the oven go ding. But anyway, no disaster. It's just brown and crunchy, and I know it's delicious. Now, I have left it on the stove because I wanted it to kind of gather itself. And so I've just left it to cool a little bit. Honestly, if I were not making a video, I would not take this out of the pan for maybe a good 4 hours and just let it set and gather itself up so that it's not quite as runny as this is going to be. But can you see how ooey gooey that is? And it sets up really nice when it's been given the opportunity to do that. And I have a spoon. I can hardly wait to dive into this. It's delicious. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, folks, and that if you have, you've learned how to make this super quick dessert, and you've learned why it is that you have to watch commercials on my videos. It's because I'm paying for the ingredients using those commercials. And so I hope that doesn't turn you off and that you'll stay around and support me. And I look forward to coming back week after week and bringing you more delicious, quick recipes that are simple and that you can have ready for your family in short order. Until the next time, folks, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.